Alright guys, new patch, Quillbores. It's coming on May 4th, so a few days away. Let's get chatting. So, there'll be a new mechanic in Blood Gems. There'll be 17 new minions, 3 new heroes, and all Battleground MMRs will be reset to 0, so everyone will be starting scratch again. Let's get started, let's go through it. So, hero number 1, Deathspeaker Blackhorn. After you upgrade Bob's Tavern, gain 2 Blood Gems. Listen, because it's a passive hero power, I guess it's okay. It'll only be good for early / mid game. I don't think this will be that good later. Who knows? Quillbores are very, not sure how strong they're going to be. It's almost the same as Elementals. We were just not sure about how strong they're going to be. So it'd be very interesting to see how much Quillbore play, wins games and where Blood Gems are strong up until. And some of the combos that are going to be able to be done. So, yeah, I guess we'll just see with this, but hero seems okay. Vol'jin, choose two minions, switch their stats. Not sure how this hero is going to work exactly either, whether you're switching your minions or switching them with Bob's Taverns or whatnot. It'll be real interesting to see. I guess it could be interesting because you could just make a Light Fang, but a big Light Fang or something like that, and then keep it on board, stuff like that. So it'd be very, very interesting to see. This hero could see some really cool combos and really good strength. So, very interesting. Zarella, choose a minion in Bob's Tavern and add it to your hand, set its stats to 2. I guess it's just buying a minion for 1 less gold and setting its stats to 2, so I guess you're just buying it. If it's like a buff or something like that, you'll be buying it and selling it, so buying it for 1 less is probably good. It's just a minor thing. I don't think the hero's overpowered or anything, it just seems okay. Rat King will be updated to see Quillbores get 2/2 as well, so that should make it a nice tier 4 hero once again. Oh wait, it hasn't left tier 4. New minions. So, Razorfin Geomancer, Battle Cry, it's to gain a Blood Gem, and it's a 3/1. Pretty average first minion, to be honest. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. I'd still probably buy a token over this. So, guess we'll see how this goes and how important Blood Gems are, I guess. Sun Bacon Relaxer. When you sell this, gain 2 Blood Gems. I think this is a better tier 1 minion than the last one. Generally, you're selling the first guy to buy 2 minions on turn 3. So this is going to give you 2 Blood Gems as well. So I definitely think this could be cool. Also, if you're fast having to 3, getting 2 Blood Gems to put on a tier 3 minion could be real good. Stuff like Wardens and Crackling Cyclone, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely think this is a cool tier 1 minion. Roadbore, Frenzy, gain a Blood Gem. I think this card is pretty damn good. I generally think it's not going to get one shot killed with the 4 health, so I think it could definitely be a good early game minion. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to see gameplay with this card. Tough Tusk, I think, is crazy good. After a Blood Gem is played on this, gain Divine Shield for the next combat. Even without that, a 4/3 on tier 2 is great. But this being able to get a Divine Shield, you're going to auto win fights. It's really, really good. So I think this is a great tier 2 minion. This will be an overpowered early game minion. Prophet of the Boar. Once per turn, after you play a Quillbore, gain a Blood Gem. It's just okay. It's not the worst tier 2 minion. You might see gameplay if you've got some other Quillbores, stuff like that. So, it might just be a temporary unit. It's definitely not going to be a long-term unit or a mid-game unit. But at tier 2, you might buy it and keep it on the board for a couple of turns. So, yeah, be real interesting to see where this rates and how often we'd buy this card. Like I said, we're going to experiment with all this and play lots of Quillbores and see where they're at. Bristleback Brute. The first Blood Gem played on this each turn gives an extra 3/3. This is a real great scaling minion for Quillbores. So at tier 3, you could literally make this a 9/9 within 2 turns. It's really good. Oh, it's, yeah, and that's if you don't put any other blood gems on it or anything. So it's quite good. Definitely think this could see gameplay. Could also maybe get you to late game. Who knows? Mixture with the blood gems plus like Light Fang or something like that. It could really work. Banner Boar. At the end of your turn, play a blood gem on an adjacent Quillboar. So, not sure if this card's going to be good. I guess it works with Tough Tusk in the way it can play the blood gem on it at the end of the turn, and then Tough Tusk gets Divine Shield. And if you have it on either side of it, I guess you get two of them with Divine Shields. I guess that's what this card's going to be good for. But I guess we'll see. It might also be used with other ones in Synergy. But yeah, not sure as to whether this card is... It depends on the ordering and stuff like that. This card might be broken. It depends on how things in the order that they play on. So I guess we will just see and find out whether this is going to be... a really broken card, or whether the text is just like a little bit iffy, and whether it's just going to be okay. Thorncaller. Battlecry and Death Rattle gain a blood gem. Definitely think this is okay. It's a tier 3 minion to 4-3. It's not the worst stats. Technically a 6-5 because you're going to get 2 blood gems, and the blood gems synergize with other things. So Quillboar's right up to here. It's pretty much going to see gameplay. Like they're not the worst starting minions. Necrolite, choose a friendly minion that steals all blood gems from its neighbors. This could definitely be used to create like a big cleave or something like that. If you've got 2 guys on your team that have, 5 blood gems each or something, and then you buy a Hydra, you could just put the 10 blood gems on the Hydra type thing. So definitely could see gameplay. It'd be real interesting to see if anyone does some combos like this. So yeah, guess we'll see how that goes. Dynamic Duo, tier 4. It's a taunt, and after a blood gem is played on another Quillboar game 1-1. The good thing about this is it's not like per turn or anything. It can just keep scaling. I think at tier 4 it's got great stats, and the fact you can scale it from there, if you get it early enough, I think could be a decent enough and strong enough card to get you through some fights. So it sounds like Quillboar is just going to be trying to get stats, but they don't really have too many abilities apart from that. But sounds like it could make a huge statted like Crude. Bonker, Wind Fury. After this attacks, gain a blood gem. I think at tier 4 with 7 health, this is always attacking twice. And then if you make this bigger, you're pretty much guaranteeing yourself 2 blood gems every time. If it does get to attack more than twice, it might get the 4 attacks or something. You will, or if it's got Mega Wind Fury, if you triple it, gain 2 blood gems. So you can gain 8 blood gems in a turn. Like it's pretty insane if you triple this card. So I would like to see someone triple this card and get the 4 attacks in. I would just love to see someone break the game with 8 blood gems in a turn, and especially if you're getting this tier 4 minion, by turn 5 or 6 or something, you can really steamroll the game. Ground Shaker. After a blood gem is played on this, give your minions +2 attack for the next combat only. If this works in the way that you play blood gems on it, and you can do this more than once in a turn, and it gives +2, then +2, then +2, and you can end up with 6 or 8 attack on your minions for the next combat. I think this card could be really insane, especially if you've got cleaves and stuff on your team. So it'd be real interesting to see how this card plays as well. So yeah, can't wait. Bristleback Knight, Wind Fury Divine Shield, Frenzy gain Divine Shield. So basically it's a 4-8 with Divine Shield that you're going to be able to buff or whatever. It attacks twice regardless because it has Divine Shield. And then if it lives on the second attack, it's going to regain the Divine Shield. Now I think that's kind of insane. Especially if you get this card early enough and buff it, I think it could definitely be a really insane card to get through some fights. I don't think it's a game-winning card, but I definitely think it's a great late mid-game card to make you win fights, to get your end game. So it'd be real interesting to see if this card sees a lot of play or not. Agam Thorn Curse. After a blood gem is played on this, give a friendly minion of each minion type +1/+1. It looks like this is a card that would be associated with Menagerie, Light Fang, stuff like that. It will be put alongside that, I would say. So you'd play one Quillbore, a Dragon, etc., etc., and you would give all your minions +1/+1 by playing Blood Gems. So I think it's pretty insane if you could build a Menagerie comp with this card. Agamagan. Not sure how to say this name. Agamagan. The Great Boar. Your